Hi, fifth graders. This is Miss Najar, and today I'm going to be reading about the steps to approval for the Bill of Rights. So, follow along with me, please. At least 9 of the 13 states had to ratify or officially approve the Constitution. Supporters of the Constitution called themselves Federalists. Those opposing the Constitution, the Anti Federalists, wanted a more limited plan for the federal government, such as that created by the Articles of Confederation. Debate over the Constitution. Federalists took steps to explain the advantages of the new Constitution. Their explanations appeared in a series of 85 newspaper essays written by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. These essays are now known as the Federalist Papers. Anti-Federalists also spoke out. In Virginia, George Mason, who had been a delegate at the Philadelphia Convention, wrote, "There is no declaration of any kind for preserving the liberty of the press or the trial by jury." Mason and many others agreed that the Constitution needed a Bill of Rights. This was a statement of the liberties guaranteed by the government to the people. Many state constitutions already had a Bill of Rights. For that, Madison and Hamilton argued that a Bill of Rights was not necessary in the United States Constitution. Ratification. In June 1788, the Constitution officially became the law of the United States when New Hampshire became the 9th state to ratify it. Two of the largest states, Virginia and New York, had strong groups of the Anti-Federalists who fought against ratification. They demanded that the Constitution spell out clearly the rights of the people. A nation that had won independence from a king would never approve a plan that did not guarantee their liberties, said the Anti-Federalists. The Federalists, such as Virginia's Madison and New York's Hamilton, believed that without ratification by large states, the Constitution and the federal government would be weak. Adding the Bill of Rights. To win ratification by large states, Madison agreed to submit a Bill of Rights to Congress for approval. He promised Anti-Federalists that he would work to get the Bill of Rights approved if they voted to ratify the Constitution. Madison kept his promise. In June 1789, he asked the House of Representatives to add a Bill of Rights to the Constitution. Changes to the Constitution are known as amendments. One of the first acts of the first Congress was to pass the 10 amendments known as the Bill of Rights. By 1790, all of the original 13 states had ratified the Constitution. Changing the Constitution. Since 1790, the Constitution has had 17 other amendments added to it. To become part of the Constitution, an amendment must be approved by 2/3 of the House and Senate, and then by 3/4 of the states. An amendment can also be considered if 2/3 of the states ask Congress to meet in a special session. So I want you to be thinking, why did the Anti-Federalists want a Bill of Rights? And here is a tourist that's looking at the original Constitution in Washington, D.C. And on page 208, here are the first 10 amendments, also known as the Bill of Rights of the Constitution. I'm going to give you a moment to look through those by yourself. You can also find these in the PDF copy of your textbook on your Canvas page. So the First Amendment, people have the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and the right to assemble peacefully, to right to complain about the government. The Second Amendment, people have the right to own and use firearms. The Third Amendment prevents the government from forcing people to house soldiers during a peacetime. The Fourth Amendment, people cannot be searched or have property taken without reason. The Fifth Amendment protects people who are accused of crimes. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right by trial by jury and a lawyer in criminal cases. The Seventh Amendment guarantees the right to trial by jury in civil cases. The Eighth Amendment prohibits high bail, fines, and cruel, unusual punishment. The Ninth Amendment is the right of the people that are not limited to those of the Constitution. And the 10th Amendment, powers that are not given to the federal government belong to the states or to the people. Thank you so much for following along with me today, 5th graders, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to complete all of your assignments on your Canvas page. Thank you.